Hello and welcome to ASL Bootcamp Part 3. This video continues the ASL lessons from Parts 1 and 2. ASL is both a language and a physical skill requiring practice. You will learn more and faster if you follow along and sign with me. In Part 2, you learned personal pronouns, which are intuitive pointing signs. Now let's go over possessive pronouns. These signs use a flat B hand shape instead of pointing with the index finger. For example, the sign I or me, we point to ourselves, but the sign my or mine is produced with a flat hand on the chest. Eye contact remains important for possessive pronouns. The sign yours should be produced while you maintain eye contact with the person you are addressing. The sign theirs has a sweeping motion similar to the sign they, but it is produced with a flat hand. The sign ours is a combination of mine and theirs. Watch me demonstrate. Whenever I teach this concept, I find that my students are confused about pronouns in general. In English, the difference between her and him and hers and his can be hard to understand. So let's take a moment to discuss when it's appropriate to use a possessive pronoun versus a personal pronoun. We use the possessive form when there is an object or idea that the person owns. For example, the sentence, "That book is hers," requires a possessive pronoun because she owns the book. However, the sentence, "I like her," is not possessive. The word her simply refers to the person you are talking about, and the same difference applies to his and him. Here are some examples. That book is hers. I like her. His book is good. Him, I know him. The table is theirs. They're going. ASL grammar can loosely be described as topic comment. This means we start with the subject and then expand on the main idea. ASL starts with the big topic and then moves on to details. English, which builds sentences in a linear fashion, often saves the subject or main idea until last, almost like a punchline. Avoid doing this in ASL. You'll see some examples of this grammatical structure as we continue on. There are two basic rules related to question forms in ASL. First, WH question signs tend to come last. And two, when asking yes/no questions, the subject pronoun is repeated at the end of the sentence. I'll be demonstrating both of these forms. For WH questions, remember your eyebrows go down. Class time what? Your friend who? My book, where? Remember that your eyebrows rise up for the yes/no question form. Are you going? You? Going and coming are reciprocal signs. Are you coming? You? When the subject of your sentence is something inanimate, we use the sign it to set up the concept in the signing space. Imagine that the area in front of your body is a stage or a game board. The signs that you place there remain until you replace them with other concepts, change the subject, or end the conversation. For example, if I mention my job at the university and point to my left, I am placing the university in the left side of my signing space. For the rest of the conversation, if I point to the spot where I put the university, I mean it, the university. Signing space respects object permanence, so if you place something in it, like a game piece, it remains there until you move it or wipe the board clean. So let's see how this looks as we translate the English sentence, "Do you like food?" It is also important to know that ASL does not use articles like a, an, or the. The pointing sign it and the placement in the signing space equates with the idea of an article. Here is an example. The food there. You like it? Practice makes perfect. This is true of many skills, but especially sign language. I often tell my students, learning to sign isn't like studying history. It's more like learning tennis. Why? Well, first, language is a finite body of information. As daunting as it seems in the beginning, there is a time when you are more or less done, when you've learned the language and it is yours. But in order for that to happen, you need to practice, to drill, and that means repeating signs over and over again. So with that in mind, I'm going to quickly review the signs we learned in part 2. Follow along if you can. Here is our list of words. I will demonstrate them now. Deaf, deaf. Hearing, hearing. Man, woman. Boy, girl. Draw, write, help, wait, come, go, come, go. See, look, read. Stand, sit, jump. Door, door open, door closed. Window, window open, window closed. Please. Sorry. Drink, drink. Food, eat. Food. Ask. Ask me. Ask you. Yes. No. Like. Same. Similar to. Okay. Now, with everything you've learned so far, there are some sentences that you can sign. Let's practice. Each slide displays 2 English sentences and their gloss forms in ASL. Let's practice together. Are you deaf? You? I'm hearing. Me. The boy. Him. Writing. He doesn't want to. The girl, she, draws. In this next example, notice the direction the verb moves. It indicates who is helping and who is being helped. They, I help them. Please, you, help me. Remember, there are no articles in ASL. The sign he or she is necessary to place the person in the signing space and works to convey specificity, much like an article. The man, he sits. The woman, she stands. In the following examples, notice how the signs for door and window are modified to include the verb concept. Please, you, open the door. Please, you, shut the window. Non-manual markers are important for question forms, but also for indicating how much you like or don't like something, as in the following example. Water. You want? Food. This? I don't like it. In ASL, we name the topic before we comment on it. The following sentences are good examples of ASL topic comment sentence structure. Reading. Do you like to? Yes. Reading. I like to. For more practice along these same lines, check out Bill Vickers' ASL Lesson 2. This concludes ASL Bootcamp Part 3. Thank you for watching.